Hello guys, and welcome to my January to be read list. If you watched my reading resolutions video, you'll know that every single one of these books have come from my bookshelf. It was really interesting to have to pick books from my bookshelf. It had been a while since I had picked only books that I owned, so I had a nice variety to choose from. I have stated in my previous to be read list, these are rough goals, but in order to reach my 90 book goal, I need to read 7.5 books in a month, so I have 8 books picked out, and these are in no particular order. The first book on my to be read list for the month of January is Agatha Christie, and Then There Were None. This is Agatha Christie's best-selling work and one of the best-selling mysteries of all time. The synopsis is: one by one the guests arrive at Indian Island, each summoned by bizarre command, and one by one, with terrifying meticulousness, they were murdered. 10 bodies to baffle Scotland Yard. There was a pattern, cleverly concealed, until someone noticed. A nursery rhyme framed and hung over the fireplace. 10 little Indian boys went out to dine. One choked his little self, and then there were 9. I'm looking forward to this one. Hopefully I'll read it very soon. The next book I would like to read in the month of January is The Air Affair by Jasper Fforde. I believe that this book is the first book in the Thursday Night series. This book takes place in a surreal Great Britain in 1985. Time travel exists, cloning exists, and literature is taken very, very seriously. A person can literally get lost in a poem. The story really picks up when literary characters start being kidnapped right out of their novels. Special operative in literary detection Thursday Next is hired for the case when Jane Eyre is taken right out of her Bronte novel. This sounds really good and really cute, and on the front it is compared to Monty Python, Harry Potter, Stephen Hawking, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So it's probably going to be really good, and I hope I get to read it this month. The next book on my list is I Capture the Castle by Dodie Smith. I started reading this sometime last year. I talked a little bit about it in one of my videos, but if you don't remember, it is about a young lady who lives in a castle with her family. The castle is old and dilapidated, and her family doesn't have a lot of money, but she is trying to hone her writing skills by writing in journals and trying to adequately capture the essence of the castle and her experiences within it. The next book I have on my to be read list for the month of January is Wither by Lauren De Stefano. I believe this is the first book in the Chemical Garden trilogy. It is set in a world where males live to the age of 25 and females live to the age of 20, and females are kidnapped and forced into polygamous relationships so that the species won't die out. I've heard really mixed reviews on this book, but I really just want to form my own opinion about it, and it's a pretty book to have on my shelf. The next book I have on my to be read list is Because of Winn-Dixie by Kate DiCamillo. I have not seen the movie, but if you're not familiar with what this book is about, it is about a young girl who moves to a new town, comes in contact with a stray dog, and becomes her friend, and she names him Winn-Dixie after the supermarket that she finds him in. And this book is basically the adventures that she has and the lessons that she learns because of him. It's a nice little book, and I'm sure that it will be really good. The next book I have on my list is Heatwave by Richard Castle, a mystery based on characters that exist on the fictional television show Castle. I wasn't sure to add this into the list since I already have 2 mysteries for this month, but I started watching Castle again, and it just really inspired me, so hopefully I'll get around to reading this sometime this month. The next book I have on my to be read list for the month of January is Life of Pi by Yann Martel. This is an edition that I have borrowed from a friend several months ago. I actually own it on my Nook, but the illustrations are beautiful, and all of the illustrations in this book are hand painted, so I thought it would really add to the reading experience. So I'd really like to get around to reading that this month, especially since I can give this beautiful edition back to my friend. The last book I have on my to be read for the month of January is on my Nook, so that I can try and complete my goal of reading 1 book for my e-reader a month, and that book is The Diviners by Libby Bray. I heard it's really good, and I really just want to dive into it really soon. That is all for my January to be read list. I am currently reading Capture the Castle by Dodie Smith. I'm about 70 pages in. What are you reading?